Hello there. I'm gonna be giving you some driving tips in this lesson, and it's driving in the rain. Now, as you can see, I'm driving behind a huge trailer and we're just moving slowly. We're actually waiting on the lights to change. And remember, always keep your following distances. In this case, I should leave enough room, so if this thing died in front of me, I'd have sufficient room to get out. So I can go, right, okay, he's in motion, so I'll be moving. Okay, we're coming up to a set of green lights, and hopefully I'll get them. Oh, there you see the big trailer and the light just turned amber, but I can go because I'm in the intersection, and the car came in behind me on the red light. Okay, here's a pedestrian crosswalk. I check left, right, nobody there, so I proceed, and the speed here is 40 kilometers an hour. Now, of course, it's raining, and as you can see, I'm actually holding the wheel properly at 9 and 3, but I'm gonna be driving for about 2 hours now, and obviously I'm not gonna hold my wheel at 9 and 3 all the way. This is what we do when we have a license, but remember, if you're going on a driving test, you must hold your wheel properly, and whenever you need to steer to the right or left, it's gonna be hand over hand steering. So I'm gonna hold it at the 9 and 3, but eventually I might be holding it like this, or, well, hands in the wheel like this, because that's how we usually drive. But you have to know the proper way of holding the wheel on the driving test. Once you have your license, if you want to, whatever you want to do, it's up to you, but at least you know the proper way of doing things. Of course, I know the proper way, but for relaxation, I'll just hold the wheel any way I feel. Alright? So just make sure you hold it properly when you go for your driving test. Alright, so it's raining, and the speed is 40 kilometers an hour, and I'm following this tractor trailer. There's no point in overtaking him because the speed now, it says 50 kilometers an hour. I guess further down the road I'll overtake this vehicle if he's holding me up, because just ahead the speed is going to be 80, so if he's doing 60, I'm not going to stay behind him. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, green light so far. Check left, right, good. And it's still 50. Okay, this guy is actually slowing down. Let's see the lights ahead. I guess it's red, so that's why he's slowing down. And of course, I'm stopping at the proper distance, leaving a way out. Again, just in case that vehicle dies, I can get out safely. And in fact, what I'll do right now is do a lane change to the left, signal left, mirror, shoulder, and do a lane change. Okay, now we have a green light. See all these tractor trailers? I don't want them to hold me up, because I need to be, well, I'm driving right now in Canada, and I'm in this town called Dundalk, Ontario, and I'm driving all the way to Toronto, so this is going to be a long one, but I'm not just going to have the video going for 2 hours. Eventually, if I don't see anything that makes sense for you to learn, then I'll just cut the video and then start another one closer to Toronto. Alright, so the speed here is 80, and I'm doing 80 at the moment. I'm in the passing lane. I should be in the curb lane. but I need to keep at 80. And these guys gonna hold me up. And since I'm not breaking the law, I'm driving at 80. In about 3 kilometers, I'll be exiting this roadway onto another roadway or another highway. Notice that white car? He was actually drifting into my lane. That's why I had to honk the horn. So that's why you really have to pay attention, because you have all these idiot drivers, you know, they won't pay attention, they're on their phone and everything, and then putting other people at risk. Well, I'll have none of that, so as long as I see it, I'll be honking my horn. Okay, I think it's about time for me to move over to the right lane, because I'm pretty close to where I intend to make my right turn. So I'll signal right. Oh, this guy here is making a right turn. So I'm gonna pass him, and then I signal right, mirror, shoulder, and then I move over to the right turn lane, or the right lane, or curb lane. Okay, see that sign? It means that there's a set of traffic lights ahead, but I'm not going straight through the traffic lights. I'm going to make a right turn here. So I signal right, mirror, blind spot, then get into the right turn lane to exit this highway. It says 30 into the turn. And then I have to check for cars coming from the left. Now this lane that I'm in, it's gonna end, so I don't wait until the lane is ending to get out. I signal left, mirror, blind spot, and get out. And usually you increase your speed, so you get out. And I'm still obeying the law. I'm still doing 80. I did not have to break the law in order to exit the lane. Okay, so this is straight driving, looking ahead. Roads are wet, so obviously slippery. Okay, there's something happening ahead. I think there's a police officer. So when you see things like this, you should not be flying through. You should be backing off, slowing down. Okay, I guess that car died, so the police officer is there to make sure they can safely tow the car away. See, that's how nice our police officers are in Canada. They look out for you. I love them. If your car dies, most likely a police officer will pull up behind you, wants to know what the problem is, and they'll actually wait until a tow truck comes, and they actually sit there until the tow truck leaves with your car. How nice. Well, I don't know about any other countries, but in Canada, that's how our police officers operate, and we're proud of them. I'm proud of them. Okay, so I'm doing 80. And of course it's raining. I have my wipers set at intermittent because it's not coming down that hard. Now, I had one lane and now we have two, and that's now the passing lane, but I'm staying in the curb lane for now. There's no need for me to get over there because I'm not being impeded by other traffic. I can still drive at 80. At any time my video, if it should stop suddenly, well, don't hate me, give me the like and subscribe anyway. Alright, As you can see, there's a yellow sign which tells me that this lane is ending, so I have to get out. Signal left, mirror, shoulder, and I accelerate out of the lane. And I'm still doing 80. Now a lot of drivers, they'll see that sign and they'll actually come all the way down here before they exit, but that's dangerous, because if they're there and I'm here doing 80 and they come out, I'm gonna crash into them, or I have to slam my brakes on to avoid a collision. So remember, when you see those signs, make sure you get out of the lane as soon as possible. Okay. I hope you've learned something so far, because there's so many things or problems you could run into just driving straight. Because you could be a good driver, know the road rules and apply them, but then you have other people who don't know the rules, or maybe they know the rules but they're just gonna break them. So you have to watch out for them. And that's why when you're driving, don't drive and look down in front of your vehicle. Look way down the road. Like I'm looking way down there. I can see that vehicle, he just put his brake lights on, so something could be going on down there. I need to know these facts before I actually get to that point. So they call it getting the big picture by looking way down the road. That's how you do it. Okay. Well, as far as I can see, things look pretty clear. There's nothing for me to teach you now, not at this point. So I'm gonna end this video. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.